Hey, sis. I'm getting married.
Violet and I are getting married.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, what? Come on.
There are way too many weddings and I'm freaking out. It's giving me anxiety. We need to do something.
Sarah Hyland was immediately taken with the clever premise of the romantic comedy, The Wedding Year.
It's a bit of an anti-rom-com in a way. It's about a girl named Mara who doesn't really believe in marriage, doesn't have a lot of her life together like a lot of 25, 26-year-old women. She uses Tinder as a way to get free dinners from men. Flip the switch on them. By doing so, she meets a guy named Jake, and they end up having a better time than she thought she would have. And so they start dating, and every person in their mid to late 20s goes through this thing called a wedding year, and that's what happens to them. And so it just kind of means that everyone you know and their mom starts to get married in 1 year. But it's scary for her because she doesn't believe in marriage, she's not really good at commitment, and it means that she has to commit to this guy for 1 year.
What?
What?
Huh?
Nothing. So the whole film is about their relationship, about her trying to figure out her life and like where to go, and kind of committing to a guy for a whole year based off of these weddings. There's a scene where Mara has this fantasy dance sequence in her head. She's very drunk at a wedding. As soon as I read that scene, I put down the script and I called my agent and manager and was like,
"Are you sure you don't want any water? You seem really drunk."
I need to do this movie. I don't even have to finish the script.
I had kind of been talking to my team at the time of wanting to do a romantic comedy. I'd worked with Lauren Cohan, actually. We were talking while shooting a pilot at the time, saying like, we've died in things, we've cried in things. I just kind of want to be in love in something. And it popped up, and it was like, to me, when I read it, it felt fresh and authentic, and it felt like two people who were just trying to be together. And I think so many times we have all these like angles to these movies, and sometimes it's just as simple as they're just trying to be together, and that's hard.
I would say it's a rom-com for millennials. I'll say it like that. It's an unfortunate thing. Nobody has to go to that many weddings in one summer, but yeah, it's an uncomfortable rom-com for millennials. That's how I'd say.
Oh, Mara Baylor, you little slut!
It's a sort of modern rom-com, takes place in the streets of Los Angeles. I think that's what really sort of attracted me to it, was that, you know, I've lived here for 20 years and we make movies about everywhere other than this town, and so I wanted to like celebrate the kind of people that live here, and this character really spoke to me. She was this sort of wild Los Angelian that I just fell in love with, and I found a great partner in Sarah Hyland, you know? It was really great.
Must be Nicole. Oh my God, you're adorable. I mean, I heard Jake was dating someone younger, but he really robbed the cradle, didn't he?
Youthful glow. Not all of us can be so blessed.
And everyone agrees that lead actress Sarah Hyland delivered a knockout performance.
I was a fan of hers from Modern Family. I sort of watched her grow up, if you will. I mean, it was extraordinary. And I was looking for this sort of authentic Californian girl, and she was it. She just spoke to the part, you know. She really has an ability to be wild, but she also has this wonderful sensitive side. I mean, there's many layers to this woman, and it's just fascinating to watch her work. She's like, she will not stop. Like, the crew will be dead from exhaustion, but Sarah Hyland will just be there shining. It's just, I don't know how she does it.
Hey, girl.
Hi. We've been best friends for going on 11 years, and yeah, so we finally got to work together. She called me and was like, "Hey, I want you to do this movie," and I said, "Okay, well, I got nothing else going on, so of course I'll do it." They both are super charismatic. Tyler doesn't have to do anything. He can keep his mouth shut, and he just looks so good, and it sucks, because I'm sitting there, like, trying to do my best, and he's just doing nothing, and he's better than me. God, you're awful.
Thank you.
And Sarah, she's one of the most talented actresses I know, and so I'm excited to see it for the first time.
Sarah's fantastic, you know what I mean? She's really great. We speak a lot of the same languages by way of like the way we work, and that was really refreshing to feel when we just kind of sat down and broke the script down for the first time, and just like, I want to do this, and she would say that she wanted to do something, and then we would just play with it and just work on it. That has a lot to do with it. We worked, pretty closely on this, closer than I have with a lot of people.
So I thought a lot about this while I was peeing, and I think that we should make a drinking game of it. We go through each wedding, and if we don't agree on something...
Whoever wants to keep the wedding has to take a shot.
Exactly.
And Sarah believes this is a movie that will hit home for everyone.
I think a lot of people can relate to having to go to so many weddings. I have 3 weddings this year that I have to go to, and I know I have more next year. I think the message is to be able to be open and vulnerable, not let your ideology that you have stuck to for so long impede you from happiness. It's a story about love, about figuring out what you want to do with your life and how you're going to go about that. And I think people will really enjoy it. At least I hope they do.